Technically, I'm not that late. Doesn't count. Can't prove anything. With that said, I need to make a new intro still. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Mental Musings. Zings! How you doing? I feel so short now. Sit up straight, Brian. Absolutely not. Music maestro. I almost forgot. But I didn't. But I almost did. Work in progress. I found out something earlier that was distracting. I had been waiting on this specific video, podcast episode of sorts, to go live. I don't remember if I ever saw it. I might have, but either way, I reposted everywhere just now. Bourbon Neophyte, hello. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Ooh, I know what I didn't do. Everything's going to black out for a second. It's almost like I haven't really done just a normal live stream in a while. You distracted? Yes. No. Maybe. But that was nice to see. I didn't realize. My brains. Let's try something a little lighter. Thank you. Let me know how that sounds. Trying to keep it civil. And I can adjust here, which was louder anyway. There. Now the part where you all black out for a second and showing up. It only takes a moment. Just hold your breath. It's fine. I forgot to turn that off. We're great. I'm a professional streamer. How you doing? I have this here too. This is wild. So, we're getting cleaned up today, as you may have noticed from the thumbnail. But we have another whiskey alternative that has been put into my possession. We have one more after this, that maybe next week, maybe the week after that. See, it depends on how I feel. So that, I feel fine. And this is likely going to be a slightly longer stream, like just to vegetate with each other and start to grow roots. Because apparently It's Bourbon Night is not going live tonight. They are dealing with serious snowstorm weather. And so is Greg, my friend, who lives in Missouri. There's a thing happening over there. It's not here yet, but there's definitely a thing happening weather-wise. Let us begin. Sugar Kitty, meow. Bourbon Neophyte, hello, you magnificent bastard. Welcome. Yes, please remember to smash that like button. Tell your friends, tell your family. Kathy Huey, hello. Welcome. My brain is not working. Okay, we're good. I got everyone. 50 and a lot of rain today. Where? Well, the Midwest is getting slammed by snow and ice. And ice. That's the big one. John McKellen, hello. Welcome. It's, let's see, it's like 0 degrees Celsius here right now. We have 7 people in chat. I love to see it. Thank you for joining me. And I just randomly posted something on Instagram right before I went live, so we're doing good. It's not too loud for me. It's interfering with my way to speak. This is bad. Why am I looking at my phone? Oh, the temperature. Yes, it is negative 1 degree Celsius, meaning it's below freezing. But it feels like it's negative 6, which means it feels like even more below freezing. So that's 25-ish Fahrenheit, give or take. 13 Fahrenheit in Pittsburgh, bracing for the storm. Yep, John McKellen, that's exactly what we were just talking about. It's Bourbon Night is not going live tonight because of that. My friend Greg is bracing for the storm as well. He's in Missouri. And in Pittsburgh, you're just having as much fun as everyone else. It's great. Everyone's having fun. So, this one makes me think of like the 1920s. I know that's the vibe they're going from. It's a specific art style. I don't know why I'm like someone who knows anything about art styles. Graphic design classes, that's right. But doesn't this give you a certain vibe? Like there was an era, I almost want to say it's the Roaring 20s, but they have this kind of thing to it. I don't know how to describe it. The font, this type of bottle, this little thing, you know, everything gives it a certain feel. And it's making me think of a specific art style, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, an antique kind of thing. A certain era, time gone by. And even this, again, it all makes me feel a certain way, and that's what they're trying to do. But, reminder, it's called KillCo. I can only wonder the marketing. They're like, let's call it Clean. Our business is gonna be KillCo, and to be real lazy, we're gonna call it Clean W, because it's a whiskey alternative. New Jersey, it's down to 24. Oh, we're doing great. Everyone loves freaking weather. Art Deco. That's right. That's right. That's the one. Pre-prohibition style. Hair tonics at old-timey barbershop. Yeah, that too. Tamadoo. I haven't had a Tamadoo. Tamadoo. But let's see. What's the alcohol percentage in here? Oh, right. None. I'll give you their little spiel on the side here. KillCo creates authentic, non-alcoholic alternatives to your favorite full-strength spirits with low calorie and no sugar. Clean W is our take on bourbon, charred oak. The rest is tasting notes, but I'm going to tell you them because it's copy-paste from anything. Charred oak, dark caramel, and spiced dried fruits. Delicious. That's what it says. And here's the thing that I caught. Yeah, the Roaring 20s. That's what I was thinking. Specifically, it says clean pour 1.5 fluid ounces of Clean W over ice with ginger ale and a wedge of lime. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the wedge of lime. However, I do have some ginger ale. And to make sure they don't skimp, because this is a trick. Not the actual stuff. I have no idea about that yet. But I am a skeptic of all non-alcoholic anythings. But the whole, they're on the words. Come on, Brian, you can do this. Sugar-free, low-calorie. Fine, this is sugar-free, low-calorie. Then they suggest putting it with ginger ale, which is not sugar-free and does contain some amount of calories, I think. But to avoid that, we went with Canada Dry, zero sugar ginger ale, caffeine-free, which I didn't know. Damn. And of course, no calories. So I'm going to do this and receive nothing from it nutritionally. That's what we found out tonight. No extra sugar, no nothing. Gatsby is a selling point. Another Roaring 20s reference. I like it. Like, it's certainly a bottle that's going to stand out on my shelf. Ooh, this is 15 calories. I take it back. Oh, yeah. This is, like, standard write-up. It tastes like... That's why I always feel bad about saying, like, the exact same thing about bourbons. Is because caramel, oak, or wood, vanilla, and what's the other one that's in there? Sometimes you could say fruity stuff, but... Oh, cherry. I always get some kind of good cherry on a bourbon I like. Luxardo, possibly. The almost whiskey neat. No. Tobacco. Yep. Grape. Grape is for Eagle Rare for me. But no, I'm doing as it instructs, which is I'm doing 2 ounces of Clean W over ice with this ginger ale. But unfortunately, I don't have a wedge of lime, which actually I think would help. A dash of citrus would be good. Once open, consume within 3 months. Store in a cool place. Best before a certain date. Ingredients? I know, abomination. Again, it's a cocktail thing. It's not meant to be drank neat. We know this. You just want to see me drink it neat. Which I will do for an outrageous amount of money. You gave me the idea. This is all your fault. Outrageous. We're going outrageous. What? Oh, that's right. Hold on. Well, let me do it over here. Ooh. Hold on. For whatever reason, using certain things to do this, so you can see chat, it doesn't jive very well with making goals, apparently. Now, because I don't want to drink this neat, I did say outrageous. Give it 3 hours because this is going to be about a 2-hour live stream if all goes well. Outrageous, exactly. Shot of clean W. Clear W. I can't do anything. Clean, clear. Why my brain is not doing so good tonight. There. Outrageous. Good luck. Here we go. It doesn't look like it's a cork or anything. Yeah, it's a twist top. No worries there. Ooh. That's very chemically. Sweet chemical, but chemically. There you go. I got a little bit of a table over here. This is what we call an aside, because I have to pour it into the 2-ounce thingy. Ooh. There we go. Spill some on my table, it starts eating through the table. Ugh. Not great. Nothing like a good screw job. Yep. Weller likes doing it. Why doesn't everyone do it? And my ice it says hello on it. Hi. Let me get this out of the way. And just to show you that I'm actually doing it and that I actually poured it in here. 2 ounces in there. Good to go. There she is. I know it looks like a certain thing. Don't tell me. I know. And now our Canada Dry. 0 everything. Oh, yeah. That's a fun noise. There we go. Now, it didn't give a specific amount, so I'm just going to use this whole can. This is only 8 ounces. And I feel like that would make a pretty good cocktail. 8 ounces. There we go. Mix it around a little. Don't want to do it too much or all the fizz goes away. But my first impression of the smell is not great. So, let's see if I smell anything other than that. You know what? I should have tasted the Canada Dry first because I'm not sure the difference there. Penelope Toasted Rye. Ooh. Tell me more, Zenbud. Well, you can taste it. One of the interesting things about these non-alcoholic things, they manage to make it so you can taste it, even in a lot of fluids. It's like whatever they do. Oh God, it's so weird. Like what kind of chemistry happened here? I don't know. Because I've done shots of stuff before of this kind of thing, not this one, so it's different. Where it just seems like water. Like you take a shot thinking it's going to be something, and then it's just watery with a little bit of bleh to it. But if you mix it with something, it pops out. You need to dilute a lot, or else it's just too much. Marshmallow? Don't tell me about that. I mean, no, keep telling me. Just let me think about it. Let me envision it. Well, I'm going to go off the smell of the bottle itself, because there was something there. Absolutely. It's like a really cheap vanilla candy, like a hard candy. So they definitely used a chemical vanilla. They didn't really use the good stuff. It's making me think of a dentist's office. Specifically, like the fluoride. And they had like a vanilla one. I usually have bubblegum or something. I know they have options like that. But it's a fluoride thing they'd put on your teeth. Except they use like a gross vanilla version of it. That's what it makes me think of when I smell it just as is. And now the ingredients. I don't know if I said that. I said I'd look at them and I didn't. So I got 3 months on this bad boy. So she needs to be gone by into March. Yeah. We started at the beginning, so actually that'd be the start of April then. It says may contain natural sediments too, which is one of those. And for some reason they have a bear. That's something that's not really. A bear looking at the star. It gives me communist vibes, but I've also been playing a lot of Fallout, so there's that. Ingredients. What I don't like seeing, but expect every time. Water, first ingredient, mostly water. Natural flavors, glycerin, citric acid, potassium sorbate to maintain freshness. Sediment, yes, I don't I don't see any, but they just have, it's like expected, it might happen. Yeah, vanillins are pretty common. But yeah, it's not, it's the sweetness, it's like they were leaning into the vanilla idea, but they missed. It's like when you get this really, like the cheapest of cheap vanilla ice cream. You know, you're going towards that route, and you're like, well, it's vanilla ice cream, all right. But then you have really good vanilla ice cream, and it's like, oh, God, what have I missed? All those little flecks in it? Ugh. So good. I want ice cream now, even though it's freezing. Oh, it leaves something there. There's a slickness that's left on my tongue after each sip. Doesn't taste terrible. Like I said, it's almost like a fake vanilla sweetener, like stuff you use for your coffee, like the pink stuff or whatever. I can never use that. Way too sweet. I just give me sugar. Like I will use like 2 or 3 teaspoons of sugar in my coffee when I go out getting coffee at a diner or a restaurant or anything. That's about right. I like my sweet and creamy coffee. I don't drink it black. I don't like to hurt myself. I'm not that bitter inside. I have a little bit of sweetness left, and I need to add more in it to maintain my disposition. It's more like the culprit in a vanilla ice cream has a lot more flavor than just vanilla. It does. I'm trying to give some kind of comparison to this because it's really weird. Compared to the other ones, it's leaning into... It's almost going towards Irish whiskey. They said bourbon, I think. Like, they're just saying whiskey, but I think they're trying to lean into bourbon. What did it say here? Yeah. Clean is our take on bourbon. Not even close. Sorry, guys. You're just pumping up the vanilla-ish flavors, and that's it. And the funny thing I need to do at some point, I can't do it now. Oh, I moved them. Yeah, I can. Is to look into... Like the ingredients for most of them are kind of the same. It always starts with water, almost. The Kentucky 74 doesn't. Here, hold on. Let's just do this. They're on the bottom shelf, if anyone's wondering. Because I don't have any space on the rest of them, yeah? Yeah. I've been trying to plug through this one. Again, you can't tell, but I have been. So let's go through and compare. Not by taste or anything. I'm not going to make a bunch of drinks like this. That's crazy. But it's an idea. I don't know if I even went over the ingredients in this one. Let's see. Oh, tiny print. Oh, distilled water. Wow. Natural flavor, organic agave. So they added an actual sweetener. Natural American oak concentrate. Organic caramel color. Sodium benzoate, and potassium sorbate. Bill Reynolds, cheers. Hello. Schwelcome. Schwelcome. All of you that come in here late, enjoy. Pumpkin pie and rye, very autumn. Ooh. Whey, it's a milk product. I can't stand it. Odd milky flavor. I know what you mean. Although I know I'm thinking of, I think of malt. Like not... They use something in malt balls that made me think of that. And I don't particularly like malt balls. I don't have a real reason. I just don't. So, comparing. This one was actually more different than I expected. And this actually is the only one that's reminded me of Scotch. Keep that in mind. When I opened this and smelled it, I was like, it reminded me of Scotch. Interesting. This one's trying to go for bourbon, except it's like a candy, sweet vanilla bourbon. A little off. These two are just a bit odd, but they are leaning down the corridor of trying to imitate bourbon, or at the least whiskey. Oak flavor means tannins besides the vanilla. Yeah, that one has it. And I feel like this one would have it too. This is the one that has actual sediment on the bottom. See that? See how it moves around? It's pretty gross. They didn't warn me. Filtered water, cane sugar, natural flavors, xanthan gum, citric acid, caramel color, sodium benzoate, and potassium sorbate as preserves. You noticing a theme? I'm noticing a theme. In the 74, which I find interesting, they start with something else. Where are the ingredients? Where are the ingredients? My eyeballs don't want to focus at all today. Spiritless non-alcoholic oat distillate. Which again, that's probably why there's some sediment. I don't think there's much on this one. No, there isn't. Good. It's just this one. It's just Ritual. It has sediment on the bottom. Be prepared for that. But this one starts with, I lost it. Yeah, non-alcoholic oak distillate, which is something different. I'm not sure what that is. Natural flavors, glycerin, sugar, citrus, well, sugar, just sugar? Nice. Citric acid, xanthan gum, sodium benzoate, preservative. So everyone's doing kind of the same thing, but differently. It's interesting. This one goes for 6 months, though. This one's only got 3. Keep that in mind. The other two, I think, are around the same. I didn't mean to do a comparison of everything, but that's what ended up happening. Where's the drink by on this one? Where is it? Oh, this one's like, this one's even shorter. Good for 12 weeks after opening. Is that 3 months? It's not even. Help. 12 weeks. Should probably start drinking that one faster then. And then we have Naked. 6 months. Okay, we got, that's a big thing. This one says 12 weeks. I don't know how long that is. I'm not going to think about it. Someone can tell me. That's right, 3 months. Thank you. Why didn't they just say so? And then we have 6 months for this one. Ugh, is this one 3 months? I just looked at it, but I forgot. This is 3 months too. So Ritual and Clean want 3 months. And Kentucky 74 wants 12? I just saw it. I can't keep track. No need to refrigerate. This one's 6 months. And this one's... Where is it? Get Naked. That's my favorite one so far. Where? 6 months. 6 months. This is pretty good as far as time. And this one's the same. I just read it. Like, my brain is not concerned about holding information today. It's not interested. Welcome to my life. 6 months. Put it in there. Those are 3 months. This one is also 3 months. This one's longer. 6 months. Okay, so important thing to note. Spiritless Kentucky 74. 6 months when you open it. 6 months when you open it. These two, lazy. 3 months only. So docking the points for being, you know, I have to drink it faster. How dare you tell me how fast I should drink it? No E150, but caramel? Yeah. Yeah. I'm like 10 minutes behind right now. 3 minutes, 13 weeks. Okay, we got that. Nice. Natural flavors is the actual product. The rest are just preservatives and fixtures for the mouthfeel. Yeah. They just... It's a blanket statement, which I don't like. Natural flavors. Which ones? What did you throw in there? Tell me. Mama KillCo, hello. Yes, let's hit 1,000. It's got to happen eventually, Mom. As long as I keep going doing this, it's got to happen. Even with preservative, yeah. Which one was that? Which one said 12 weeks? Was it you? 12 weeks after opening. This one had filtered water, cane sugar, natural flavors, xanthan gum, citric acid, caramel color, sodium benzoate, and potassium sorbate. So I don't know what preservatives those are, but that's what they used. More tea. Just remember, no milk. I know it's straight tea, there's no problem. Wow. Knowing a Scotsman yelling at me. Hey, you. Hanging easy, hello. You're already here, I knew that. But yes, knowing a Scotsman yet. We're waiting. Bill Reynolds, hello. I didn't miss that, I just didn't click on it. Ugh. What am I doing? I was supposed to copy this, just give it the formula. That's... There has to be one of these guys who comes out and just tells you what it is, straight up. They'll be like, this is exactly what we put in it. We feel you should know. It's that thing with the whiskey folk, like myself. You want to know what's in it. You want to know exactly what's in it. Plain tea. The Thai tea, that's right. So there's a difference. I want to tell you more about this clean one, but it's very odd. And what's their look, we'll say, and the name gives me the idea of it seeming like a cleaning product. Unfortunately for them. Like I smell it and I'm thinking cleaning product. I don't mean to. It's just what's happening. And I can only wonder why they decided to call it clean. I know like clean as in you're drinking nothing, you're not drinking alcohol, you're clean, etc. I don't hate it, but it's very, you know, it's just straight up fake sweetness. And that's it. There's nothing else to it. Just this weird, mildly chemical vanillin. And I don't really care for it, but I don't dislike it. This is the one that makes me think of Irish whiskey. Like it feels like they're going towards that and not bourbon. Never good with the reef. Sacred types. Why? Just tell us. The consumer likes to know what they're drinking and eating. Turkey, thank you. Tea time. And as I mentioned at the start of the stream, I posted on some of my social media places, Facebook especially, because I saw it there first. I got to have tea time in a podcast / video on YouTube. Please check it out later. I haven't watched it yet. I don't remember what I said. I was kind of nervous, and it felt like one of those situations where I need to be like, do I need to be proper? I can't do that. I just warned them immediately. It's like, I'm having a hard time sitting still, man. Weird colors and flavorings, yeah. Liam Grimm, hello. Do you know what the movie Jurassic World is? I know of it, yes. We have movie questions tonight. See how that goes. Do you know what V for Vendetta is? It's appropriate right now. Yeah. Like, I don't know if this stuff would have given me that aftertaste. I have to remember this is a zero sugar thing. So they might have done something to this to make it seem more like freaking Canada Dry. This is much lighter. Like, just from the smell, I'm like, yeah, this is ginger ale. Simple ginger ale. This has definitely altered it. Like this naked stuff, or naked, clean stuff. I'm looking at the wrong bottle. Has added sugary deals to it. I know Silent Hill as well. I don't think I played it, but I know of it. I was thinking of playing one of them, but I didn't. It's on the list, possibly Halloween. Increased cancer risk warning for booze. Good time to be clean. Yeah. Yeah. That is one I was aware of. Part of my gastroenterologist thing is like, look, there's research now that's like, hey, weirdly enough, a carcinogenic when you put it in your body causes problems. Who knew? So there's no surprise there for me. It's like, oh, well, now I know why I need to take care of this and be cautious. In fact, when I was talking to an individual I know who wrote a book, I went to talk to her for the first time in years when she was in town doing a, what's the word I want to use? Promoting her book. I went to that, talked to her, and I talked about how I was dry for now. It's completely stopped. And she got very concerned. She's like, are you going to be okay? I'm like, yes, fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not. There's nothing I know of that is killing me right now. We're dealing with my liver. We're good. You don't need to worry about it. Her book was about grief. So it's like, no, I'm good. I'm not dying, please. Blue corn, non-GMO. Ooh. Chips. Don't tell me about chips. I have these right now. I have my current addiction, and it's a problem. Yes, the book signing. I bought the book. She signed it. It's over there. I'll promote it if you want. If you're curious what it is, look at this. This is a problem. Ugh. You have cats, Lean Grim? No, I don't. But I did a video you might want to check out about my cat that I had who left this planet, went over the Rainbow Bridge in 2019. Don't kill me now, but time. Yeah, it's the same thing that's killing all of us. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. Let me grab her book real quick. I'm trying to remember where I put it. I have a habit of like putting things down and being like, oh, I know where that is now. There are the Clavy cats, yes. KillCo has two cats. Those Snyders are good. They are so stupidly good. It's annoying. I keep like eating some, putting it aside, you know, like, oh, you know, it's fine. And then a couple minutes pass and like, oh, I'll have a little more. It's because they're like chunky bits, you know. I feel like I have a few, I chew on them. Big crunch, big flavor. And I want more. It's like, God damn it. Satisfaction. Oh, God, it's ridiculous. Like, I have enough freaking sodium in my system. I do know that's out. I haven't watched the first one, so the second one's not going to do anything. Addictive. I wouldn't say addictive. They do their job. They make me snack on them. The cats are always lucky, yes. Sugar Kitty loves cats. Hold on, let me grab this thing. Wow. I'm trying to put it. No. Why? I did the thing. I did the thing. There it is. Okay, good. It's even closer. I walked all the way over there and didn't need to. So here we go. This is the book. Leah's the Dragonfly now. And it talks about... I can't read it to you, obviously, because go buy it. There's also a short film about it, too. And I got my bookmark and everything. But it's about dealing with grief, trying to find the person who is gone in your life in little ways to show that they still are there, which I think is a healthy thing to do, rather than just be like miserable about it. Just think of the ways that they're still a part of your mind and a part of your life in that way. I do that too. I think it was probably Mom, but there was a discussion about somehow, I don't know how this happened, I just know they're connected now, that I think something along the lines of cardinals. Some people think cardinals are the people that are passed on coming to visit. And that kind of clicked into when Kate died, the one who taught me how to sing. So whenever I see a cardinal, I think of her. It's weird. I don't mean to. It's just I see one flip by and it's like, oh, there's Kate. One of them is very friendly. Sure, he's just like always, every time I go to the house, it's like they're like, hey, pay attention to me. Oh my gosh, get away. White shoes. The other thing is like, ow, seriously? I've been banging my hands lately. I don't know what's going on. Ugh, it hurt. I hit the knuckle, or not this knuckle, but like here. Ugh. Pain, not my friend. All right. I I don't know what to say about this stuff, really. It says non-alcoholic, so supposedly there's alcohol in this in some way. 0.5% ABV, so it's listed as such. How any alcohol is in it at all is the real question, because it's mostly water. Odd. All this stuff is so odd. All right. Hey, human. Got any tuna? Yep. Vicious monsters, both of them. Oh, it's the tuxedo one. That's very friendly. I remember now. I was like, which is which? There you go. Oh, but I better not get flagged again. I've been playing so much Fallout that I think I'm going to get flagged for every single song that ever happens on my channel. But no. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, Brian. What's going on here? That's what's going on here. We were behind. There was a delay. We can't have that. Well, sorry, guys. You have to get through the whole shot thing for me to actually taste it again. I want to get more from it. Made me think of the aloe plant. You need to crack it open. It's not bad. It's just a weird reference. That's probably why it's making me think of medical stuff. Medicinal-ish. Fictitious flavorings. I'm going to keep poking at it. And again, there's a bear on the top. There's no explanation for the communist bear at the top of this thing and on the side. And again, I've been playing a lot of Fallout. They're in that game. Don't freak out. No. Don't get your nose in there too much. It's definitely... What chemical is it making me think of? It's making me think of spray paint. You know, that shh. I don't even know if I've ever really smelled spray paint, but that's what happened in there. I know you're not supposed to smell that stuff, too. That's dangerous. So if you like the smell of spray paint, acetone, I don't know if it's acetone. It's a weird one. So we got spray paint, like aloe, the aloe plant. If you like crack it open and use the aloe, it bleeds out of it. I wonder how they went about it. Like, one, I'm already questioning everything about the bottle. The brand, the bottle, it's all like, what is going on here? No hate. Like, this bottle's neat. The whole retro style is cool. I like that. It's making me think of Bioshock. Has anyone ever played Bioshock? They have weird bottles like this. It's like VOC? VOCs? Box? What's that? Yeah, they're definitely trying that. I mean, look at the 4 that are next to me. They all have a very distinct style. Like, this is the one that went kind of neutral. It was like, this is a bottle. It kind of reminds you of whiskey. Then this one was the one that came next. And this one I like a lot. It's cute. It's got a little personality. Short and stout, you know. And this one, which you could look at it like a bludgeon weapon. It like just... It has a personality of its own. It's very heavy. This part at the bottom especially. You throw that on someone, they're going to have an indentation in their skull. And then we have this little classy dame here. Trying to take us back to the 20s. They're coming at it at all angles. Even if it's a lot of the similar stuff. With the only major difference being natural flavors. Because they don't want to explain that. Which I find sketch. When it's a new product, and they don't really tell you what it is, that bothers me. As a whiskey person. Some are carcinogenic. Nice. I'm glad I've never been around them then. I get concerned when I'm using like the spray oil that I have. Like vegetable oil. Not vegetable oil. olive oil. I would spray one of those and go, I'm like, ah, no. Sagamore bottles are good weapons? Yes, agreed. But so far, the one I've emptied the most out of is this one. Part of that is probably because I have another one. I had 2 of them donated, so the second one's a backup, so I can drink all of this with no issue. I'll have more. I'm still trying to find good ways to make the cocktails, though. The mocktails. That's part of what this has become. And I still have to consult people on Discord, specifically, about trying these out if they want. The thing is, they have to buy them, you know? No person who likes a bunch of alcohol and has that to make cocktails with is going to be like, let me make a mocktail with these fictitious things. It's not going to happen. But maybe. It's been 42 minutes already. What did you do? We still have plenty of time. An hour and 15 left of me just looking at you. So enjoy that. Because, as I said, it's Bourbon night. Can't go live because there's a nasty snowstorm going on. One thing I did get that I'm going to be talking about a little bit, not so much in the video, but probably in Patreon or maybe in the community tab. But I got this thing recently. The Book of Good Times. That's all. I don't know what's in it. I've never read it. It's supposed to be something you look at every day. And it tells you something or asks you to do something. I'm not sure. But it is called The Book of Good Times. And with 2025 starting, I need more good times in my life. I'm having a good time right now, though. Don't tell anyone. Even though this is a very weird drink. I don't know how they did that. Not my favorite flavor. If you want me to rank these, I'm not going to. I have to do that for a short or something. I'm going to rank how these non-alcoholic things stand up. And the weirdest part, as I mentioned, is trying to drink them straight in any regard. Again, fictitious, a goal that will not be met tonight. Because I know with drinking this one, I think I took a shot of this one because we hit a goal, which is the reason this goal is outrageous, if I remember correctly. I think I did 5 or 10, it almost been 10 super chats, just super chats. And some gentleman here took advantage of it. Got it done real fast. So I had a shot of this thing, and it's just water. Like, that's the biggest thing that's going to be a problem here, is they start with water. Now, whiskey has a lot of water in it, but it has a lot of other stuff that is just not present in natural flavorings, you know? We try, but no. About the calories, if you're looking for calorie counting, 15. This is a Kentucky 74. Getting naked requires, what? This is 5 calories. So I can drink this 3 times as compared to the other one. Calories in this one, 15. Why 15? Interesting. 2 grams of carbs. Okay. Catch your eyes, very distinctive bottles. Yeah, I'm wondering, like we've talked about the whole glass thing that was a problem for a little while. I don't know if it still is. But there was a lot of bottles switching out and changing because of that. This one's 5 calories. Huh. So 2 of these are just 5. 2 of them are 15. More questions are being raised by all of these. Now, let's go on the serving side. The liquor replacement, I don't think so. Good try, but no. But I'm giving these all a better chance. Like, usually I would start and do an old-fashioned with this one. I get the feeling I would not have liked that. I might try one. Maybe during one of my gaming streams. I could have something like that. I'm trying to steer clear of drinking too much Bureau, because it does have alcohol in it. A very small amount, similar to these. But Bureaus are so good. Zenbud, you're giving me a problem. A good problem. but I might have a bureau tonight. I'm allowing myself to have bureau on the weekend. But that's it. It was the weekend and holidays. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday for bureau. And that's it. Every other day of the week I can use this stuff. But even then, I have to make the cocktail, so... This is about as easy as it gets. 2 ounces of that, some ice, ginger ale. Boom. And the reason I got the 0 ginger ale is because my nutritionist would be angry if I got soda. Soda is trash. Human beings didn't drink soda. Now it's everywhere. Let's go on that rant. Let's talk about January and going dry. Now, none of you have to go dry, obviously. I hope you don't. But if you choose to, you'll learn something. You'll learn something about yourself. You'll learn something about your social setting, how social alcohol is. That was one of the things that caught me every time I did a dry week. Was everywhere I go, when I was at a restaurant especially, they come up, would you like a drink? Now, when they say, would you like a drink at a restaurant, I know they don't mean just water. They should mean that. And in my head, that's like, whatever, drink. There's nothing, default, blah, water, soda, whatever. But no, I think like beer or wine is what they're really asking me as an adult at a restaurant. Yeah, so it's been a little interesting to work around that. Realization how easy it is to get alcohol everywhere. I'm wondering if these new findings about alcohol's negative effects, we'll say, on the person, if that'll change any laws in the future. I hope not. There are already enough laws on it, unnecessarily. But the good thing is, for here in the whiskey community that I am trying to be in, drinking alcohol is something to be savored and enjoyed and not abused. I did that for long enough in my life, and it's come back to get me. But there was more to it. In restaurants, customers drink you rich and eat you poor. Yeah, that's the restaurant business. They are not living off the food you buy. Food is cheap. Alcohol is expensive. No, alcohol is cheap. Food is expensive. So they charge you more for alcohol. Is that it? My brain doesn't want to work too well right now. But yes, alcohol is a big selling point in restaurants and bars and all that. But what I've been able to talk about more is not drinking. Trying hard to... I have an interest in these things, for certain. I want to see where they go. Because we're at the start in my head, like the start of this, where they bring out stuff like this, and it's still new, and it's the first time they've done it. So the good thing for me, as someone who's not drinking right now, is to seeing how it develops. I can certainly say there have been whiskeys I've tried early, like distillers were just starting, they just got their stuff out, they were just starting to make it, and I tried it once, and I was like, yeah, not great. And then a couple years later, 2 or 3 years later, I tried their stuff again, and it's like, oh, this is much better. Because time went by, and they honed their craft, we'll say, with creating whiskey. In this regard, they've made a new thing. People are trying it. They're promoting the hell out of it. Going every which way they can. Angles. And it's still new. So what will come of it? Will there be anything that even gets close? Like, I would love to... I don't... Let's lean into this question. People have asked before, and it's been said, if whiskey tasted and behaved the same way it does every time you drink it, the taste doesn't change, the experience doesn't change, it's all the same, except for the fact there's no alcohol in it, would you still drink it? And you think the answer would be yes. However, I will note that that changes the type of type of how you consume it. Like if you have 2 ounces in one little glass and you drink that and you savor it and you smell it and you taste it and all that good stuff. Oh, I miss it. And part of that small amount is because of the alcohol in it. So if you get to the point where all suddenly whiskey tastes and smells the same, but you don't need to worry about alcohol, you could pour 12 ounces of it and just drink it that way. It changes how you interact with it, or at least it would in my mind. That's how you could do it. You want to have a drink you like, you know, break out your Eagle Rare, pour 12 ounces, add some ice, enjoy, you know. Would that kill you normally? Yeah, probably. Or at least make you extremely sick. So the question is, or the thought is, will we ever get there? Like the discussion, it's been said, if that were a thing, would you still drink it? I personally would, but I do know, or, you know, when it was asked to me, I was like, oh, but why? Like the alcohol wouldn't be there. Yeah. And then it's a matter of the effect on your body and your senses and all that. So that changes. And if whiskey doesn't do that to you, is it the same thing? Mysteries abound. So I'm curious to see where it goes, if nothing else. They're going every direction they can with it. It's fascinating. There we go. Thoughts, opinions? Have any of you tried these yet? Would you like to? I got 4 right here. I have to give 2 ounces to everyone. Well, I'd have to do a raffle, and I would feel bad about that. Like, yeah, here's a raffle for 4 samples of some non-alcoholic stuff. You probably won't like it. Enjoy. I feel like this is something I would give a person and be like, just be ready to like wash your mouth out with some whiskey. You'll be fine. But as I mentioned, right now all they're doing is going towards the cocktail thing. So really it just becomes an ingredient, you know, for a mocktail. What I should do, is a thought, is there is a distillery nearby that I know of, and I enjoy being there. I haven't gone there because I don't have the money. I don't have... It's in the city, or above the city, so I'd have to go through the city to get there. You know, driving anywhere more than 30 minutes is exhausting for me. But I know the owners, and I know they have the ability to make great mocktails. Like he makes amazing cocktails, and he also makes amazing mocktails. I've had them. A lot of juice, a lot of fruit, all that. So I'm curious to go to him and maybe do something, some kind of video content in some way, to try these and be like, hey, here's this thing. Can you make it into a good mocktail? Can you take this and make it into what it's actually meant to be? Exactly. They're new and they're weird. And so far, nothing's landed. I like the only thing that has is this, and not even like not. It's like, oh, it's almost like whiskey. No, it's just the one I dislike the least. And the one thing I like about it is the beginning. The first ingredient is spiritless, non-alcoholic oak distillate, which is not water. I just don't think it is. So I'm away with cocktails. Kind of. That is something you can do. Like, I'm not interested specifically in making cocktails, but as far as enjoying them because of what they are, like, it's chemistry, you know? It's a craft. It's something that's magical almost. And we just are like, oh, yay, thanks. I'm glad the taste of non-alcoholic beer is improving. I like cutting down the alcohol that way. Yeah, exactly. Like, Bureau itself has been the latest thing for me, at least, that I'm like, hey, this is a good beer that doesn't have alcohol in it, or non-alcoholics is very little. I do know that, Leah Grimm. Leah Grimm likes to ask questions. Yes, I've heard good things about it. Haven't seen it myself. But I don't go out. I went out today on a weekend. I didn't like it. I had to go to the drugstore and get drugs. No, I had to get milk. It's not as interesting. Yeah. Like I said, I want to bring it to someone who does make drinks and be like, these are ingredients for a mocktail. How would you work with this? You know? How would you work with this? This new flavoring type thing and make it good? Because I feel like it could be done, but I have to think of these not as like whiskey alternatives. It's just an ingredient used to make a mocktail. That's the difference. I'm okay. And I'm wondering which would work best. Wow. This one's been the most fascinating as far as just the fact that it's the first one that made me think it was a Scotch. You know, it gave me visions of Speyside. Oh, yeah. It's got that appley, fruity note that you can find in some Speysides. It's nice. This one, the clean W, still makes me think of cleaning fluid, unfortunately, because they decided to go with that word on the bottle. I know they mean clean as in non-alcoholic, but it's not going to happen. Sweet and low sawdust preservatives, natural flaming is dirt. Yeah. Nosferatu. Booyah. Are you a child? We're talking about alcohol. Actually, we're talking about non-alcohol, so anyone can try these, technically. You can buy it at the grocery store, but I say that, and I know there are places where you can get alcohol at the grocery store. Nah. I feel like this could be used in something, but again, it's gone along the route of being the artificial sweetener of these four. Like the four next to me. It's the artificial sweetener one. Trying to get the reminder of what these smell like. This one's going in line of the artificial smoke a little bit. And this is the one that's most concerning because of all the sediment on the bottom. And I feel like I'll have to dump this at some point just because of that. I'll get near the bottom and be like, no, I don't think so. They all smell different. You know, I can't knock them for that. Do they smell good? Well, that's 4. I now officially have a small selection of non-alcoholic distilled spirit alternatives. No. I just like asking questions. And hell, if one thing I've learned is like, please keep the chat rolling. If you guys, please, I know you do. It's been going great tonight. But when I'm doing live streams, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm just going to ramble. And very likely I'm going to stream a little bit after this. I did manage to eat food before the stream, which is a rarity. The YouTuber Jeffrey? No. It'd be weird if I did. Wait. I know one. Jeffy. I don't think I know a Jeffy. No, I don't. I'm thinking of something else. I know I am, but I'm like, wait a minute. No. I know of a lot of YouTube channels. Too many. I'm the sucker who watches too many reaction videos. So I do understand why people would be here listening to me. I was like, that guy seems all right. It's a mustache. It's really scary, though. Ugh. Trophy 2. I try to avoid the big whiskey tube people. Not whiskey tube people, but the big YouTube people. Wow, I couldn't get out of there. Because it's just drama. It's drama and clickbait, and I hate it. I know if I want this channel to grow at an accelerated pace, I can do silly clickbait things. But I don't want to. I want to do what I want to do. It's that simple. I was working with on a video that I've been trying to do for a while. I don't know when I'll get it out, but I have to. I'm worried about doing it mainly because it's going to require a lot of dialogue. So you're going to watch something, and I'll be talking over it the whole time. And it's about 10 minutes long, give or take. More like 9 something, I think. But it is going to be a new type of video. It's going to be a new style. It's going to be what I hope is considered thoughtful, or at least thought-provoking in some way. God. Well, the problem is I feel like I need a script. Or not a script, what's the thing you just write it and read it to people? Script is the wrong word. Like a speech, except not in front of people. I have to write it out, is what I have to do. I have to think of the exact topics I want to cover, what I mean. There's a lot of, like, I'm not a writer. I kind of ramble. That's it. But I want to make it have a certain flow and hit on certain topics. And exactly what? Not a lecture. How dare you? That's a lecture to me. Prompts, guidelines. Prompts probably is the best thing to do. I do prompts with the weekly podcast. I hope all of you saw it who could see it. I still haven't tweaked it. So I think it went public last night or the night before. I had to tweak that to make it members only. I do know of Little Nightmares. It's one I saw someone playing, so a little bit of... I know what it's about. I never got it myself. Outline? I don't know. Script still feels like the right one, but that's not quite it. I'm making it a little bit like a documentary almost, to some extent. So it's more just factual information and thoughts and sort of opinions about things. Narrative sounds about right. That works. Either way, I have to write all this out, get the exact things, try to pinpoint what I want to say. The video's done. Like, I've edited it already. Edited it? Yeah. It has been edited. The wordsmith. Yeah, I play the wordsmith games, man. So I'm working on that, and there's also the big one that I haven't even started. That will have to do with Irene Tan's store. That will be good, but narrowing that down into what I want it, tricky. I can do it. I just have to, again, weed out what I once said, work on what kind of video should be used and when. I'm going to more complicated video editing and making stuff, so expect nothing quickly is all I can say about that. But when I do complete something, it'll have had a lot of work put into it. I'm going to assume you meant non-alcoholic section, Ma. Because if you're wondering if Irene has an alcoholic section in her store, she does. The entire store. And she does have, like, non-alcoholic beers and stuff. I think that's where I found the Blue Moon. I think. I know I found the Blue Moon. It must have been. The non-alcoholic Blue Moon must have been in her store. And I saw that, picked it up. I was like, oh, this will be good, I hope. Ow. So she does have a non-alcoholic beer section. Everything else, highly unlikely. You know what I could do? There's an awful thought. Since I'm a whiskey somm, Irene's a whiskey somm, and Cliff, who's also in the area, is a whiskey somm, I could go there with all 4 of these bottles and be like, hey guys, guess what we're trying today? Enjoy. They'd love it. Ah, I should bring this stuff for all the whiskey somms. Oh, yes. They're going to hate it. Oh, God, the PlayStation 3, no. I have a PlayStation. It's still in the box. I've never opened it. But I have one. I won it. True story. I won it through Starbucks. I played their, like, Christmas thing years ago. Like, 2019, I think. And I won. And I got sent a PlayStation. And it's still in the box and completely unopened. Blind tasting the other times. Yeah, it's like, I'll just add this in here. Here's a bunch of whiskeys. What's this one? Oh, weird, huh? they'll be able to figure it out immediately. The texture of it is just water. Like they all decided to start with water, basically. So there's no getting around that. There's no real texture to it. But I think it would be funny. Like just going out and blind, like, here, I got this new weird thing. Try it. Oh, it's cold. It's not terrible. Well, it comes through the ginger ale. I don't really feel like it improved the ginger ale. I feel like I would like ginger ale just as is without this kind of fictitious sweetness going in it. 3 and 4 and 5, damn. I have a Dreamcast too. Ha! I think it still works. I don't have a TV though. What is the one thing you would never expect at the liquor store tasting? Non-alcoholic products. Yeah, these are not for drinking neat. They are absolutely not for that. You will regret it. But you can take shots of them easy. That's the thing. That'd be something. This is stuff you can use as replacements in like videos. Like any kind of scene where you have an alcohol that's needed. Just use this. Pour it in a shot glass. Take the shot. That's good stuff. You know? That's all it takes. Ooh, with a burn. Oh, good stuff. I might keep that on here. Like the idea of me doing shots of this stuff. I don't want to. It's not a great experience. It's not horrible. But I don't want to. So that's why tonight, at least, there's that outrageous amount for doing this. Also, a reminder. Ooh, I think it's down below. But there's a new thing you can play with on the stream. Do I miss the chest burn at all? Kind of. But it is like it would be here. So it's basically acid refluxy kind of thing. I don't really miss that. But it's up here where I miss that sort of thing. The alcohol burn is enjoyable and less when, of course, you drank hard liquor for a while. Neat. It's not like, oh God, it's just it's part of the process. But down here, I don't miss that. I still get coffee. Coffee will do that to me, so I don't miss it. Still happens, just with coffee. Oh God, I forgot. Sorry. I was thinking about, like, oh, I could have a cup of coffee next. That'll be nice. No. I have to get up early tomorrow. Yuck. I have to get up early and exercise because the coach who owns the place I go to exercise is going to be working at her other job. She's a nurse. So that means I have to be somewhere at 8 a.m. Gross. I don't want to. I got to be there at 8 a.m. and I'm going to suffer. I'm going to hurt. In like the good way. So there's that. I have now set my alarm for 7 a.m. Yee. Trying to think about how I'm going to address that. Waking up that early is not fun for me. I mentioned it before. Me getting out of bed takes about an hour. It takes less time if I have to actually do something, but it's not any easier. I didn't want to get out of bed today. I actually told myself last night I don't have to get out of bed. Like that was key. I've been strung out lately. Holidays do it, like just this time of year. Like, too much. So I do need time to just not do a thing. So you can imagine, like, this is something I feel people should do more often, and they don't. Just lie in bed. Just stay there. Read a book. Just lie there. You know, it's nice. It's nice just not doing anything. But we live in a culture where you have to do something all the time. So it's rough. I'm still not used to it. Getting up. Having coffee. It takes time to make coffee. That's the first thing I have to do. Make coffee. Buh. Make yourself food. Exhausting. Ooh, I just remembered something. Yes, 9 hours of sleep sounds great. I'm stuck with my brain just sort of going, 7 is fine. That's not nice. I don't like that. I think, well, I say 7, but my actual sleep is usually less. Let's check. How is your sleep going, folks? At the very least, I'm starting to feel tired. I don't know why. But that means I'm not going to be able to do a live stream of gaming after this because I should be getting ready for bed. And if I start to think real hard about it, by 10, I should be able to get in bed by 11. And that might mean I can fall asleep at around midnight. Then I should get 8 hours of sleep, give or take. Last night, apparently, I got 7 hours and 12 minutes. And that was just automatic, not getting out of bed. And I was probably awake for at least 15 to 30 minutes of that last part. I was thinking about sleep, I'm getting tired. What the hell? None of that. Wait, what's in this stuff? What's happening? I'm so tired. Oh. Hold on. Recharge my phone. It's not like it's really low. I just have to do it before I go to bed. 7 hours is decent, but I like the 8. I like 7. I really do, but I like 7 for 7. And it's cute that I have 7 hours of sleep. So that's nice. I would like the 8. And I'm going to be looking into sleep stuff again. But I have done a sleep study at home before, but I'm going to ask my nurse practitioner about maybe doing one somewhere else and have it be a real sleep study because I don't get rested. Like, it's very rare that I go to sleep for 7 or 8 hours, wake up and feel like, oh, that was nice, I got enough rest. Doesn't happen. I wake up and just hard to explain. You know what would be nice in this? Luxardo cherry. But I ate the last one. And I'm concerned about opening up that giant tin of Luxardo cherries. I think that would really help. In fact, that would be like the one caveat for the mocktail idea. Having someone try to make good mocktails with this stuff. Luxardo cherry has to be in them all. Maybe not. That would be a little bit too confining, but maybe. Like if you could use Luxardo cherry in there, awesome. However, they use different cherries there. It's true. It might. It might just be the alcohol that's in it. CPAP? I don't know what that is. Or at least I've forgotten. I either don't know or I just forgot. Why'd I have to start talking about sleep? Why? Ugh. Oh, Sugar Kitty, I'm going to get your stuff out tomorrow. Don't let me forget. Maybe I'll do that after this instead. I haven't done it yet. But your bottle samples are right over there. I just need to wrap them up. Get that done. And that might be something I can do. I should do it tonight. That'll make my life so much easier if I did. It's just, I'm so tired. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know it was that. I just know they have a machine that they use for sleep apnea. I don't think I have that. We tested myself like ages ago, 5 years ago, when I weighed more. And people have always said that might be the problem, being overweight. I'm not overweight now, but I would like to lose a few more pounds. I forgot what I was looking for. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did mention something about tomorrow that's a little unpleasant on the podcast. So if you're a member or patron, you already know. But tomorrow's a little interesting kind of day. And thankfully, all I have to do is exercise in the morning, but that's a lot. That's something else I need to talk about with the videos I do, is sort of the day-to-day of dealing with my life, dealing with my problems. Just doing 1 or 2 things every day is exhausting. Truly. I always have a problem saying, isn't it great? Yeah, my new therapist recommended maybe checking into that again. I'm like, but I did it already. But that was also 5 years ago, so maybe some other problems arisen. I don't know. I would like to sleep and wake up feeling rested. It's very rarely that happens. It does happen, just not every day. And if it happened every day, I think I'd be a little better off. But I have to exercise twice this week in the morning. Possibly 3 times, but like, no, not 3 times, just twice. I have a busy day coming up on Thursday, which sucks. I don't wanna. Oh, the Golden Globes are going on. Ooh. I forget what those are for. Is that like movies? Such an extravagant nonsense. That's what it is. You get the award, enjoy. There's the Golden Globes, the Grammys, what's the other big schmoozy one? There are other ones. There's new ones now. Streamer Awards is a thing. That's wild. You can get an award for being a streamer. I'm going to make it happen, guys. Let's go. Music's nice tonight. This one's got a little bop to it. Make me do this. Oh, my neck. Oh, that little flute thing just happened. Made me think of, what's her name? She did the Barbie song that everyone was using in their TikToks for a while. That one. I forget her name. I can see her face. But I don't know her name. I know she has problems too. Like she has, what's one of the way you blurt stuff out sometimes? My brain does not want to work at all today. If I seem out of it, I am. I noticed it earlier today. I was just kind of like, space case. Ugh, it's rough. I want to focus, but my brain is not letting me do so. At all. At all. So who's going to do Dry January? I like the fact that I'm doing it no matter what. Are you doing Dry January, Brownie? Oh, yeah, kind of. I've been doing it for 3 months, but yeah, I guess this one too. What number are we on now? 134? Tourette's, yes. And it's the girl who sings the Barbie song. And I can't remember her name. She's very pretty, but I can't remember her name. Billie Eilish? Is that it? I don't know why that one came into my mind, but that might be her. 137. Let's talk about celebrities. That's in my head now. Great. Well, at least it's not the Ken song. It's just that one. Just this one. I think that's the correct name. What was I made for? Well, I could do a singing for the rest of the stream. I feel like this was like so quick because there was just not much to it. Other than it being kind of vanilla sweet, artificial paint spray, aloe. Where do I even go from that? Good news is you can still taste it. I hope to see it, man. If I could drink something that tastes and feels and behaves like whiskey, but doesn't get me drunk, that'd be great. It doesn't impair my judgment. There's the word. There's the way of putting it. And doesn't cause cancer. There's that too. That'd be nice. But we're not there yet. At least not to my knowledge. We've got one more. Hold on. Let's display. Where is it? I left it in the other spot. What the heck? Give me a sec. Don't go anywhere. Where is it? Oh. Ah, here we go. Ugh. Oh, please. Why? Why? That's not... Okay. Smooth. Here's the next one. It's a Lyres. 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 Lyres? The no alcohol unicorn. That'd be nice. I don't think that none of us are chemists, so well, we got some pretty good engineering and technological stuff, but none of us are chemists. I think I might know a chemist or two, though. That's kind of one of the weird things about going to to Wizard Academy, is the just sheer variety of professions that you bump into. I'm pretty much the only whiskey tuber other than like Daniel and Rex doing that kind of stuff. Oh no, it's a lie. Daniel and Rex and Richard, they all do YouTube stuff. Richard is much more... he's doing a better job of it than I am as far as like technologically speaking. That's a certain. Which is why I linked that video on Facebook. So if you're following the Facebook group or the Facebook page, you should see it. Or if you just know me on Facebook, posted it there too. It's on Blue Sky. I posted it on Blue Sky. I posted it on Patreon. I don't think I posted it here on YouTube, which I should do. But here we go, this big chunky boy. This is supposedly American malt. Impossibly crafted. Non-alcoholic spirits. Crafted homage to the intensity, balance, and beauty of the tested classic. Hold on. I'm not telling you anything else about it because you gotta see the stream for that. This one is 0 calories, though. How do you pull that off exactly? Nothing much to say about the ingredients other than, yeah. It's just what you expect. We've gone over all the other ones. There's a similarity in that. But this is the first one that has 0 calories. What did they do? And they went with American malt, not bourbon. Interesting. Interesting. I'm looking forward to that one. It also has a bear on it, but this one is just straight up. You ever want to know what the bears in America look like? They look like this guy. Yeah! Cowboy hat and 2 6-shooters. Well, actually, those are the bang ones. They're 6-shooters except the bang with the flag. Probably the only reason they can put them on there, but maybe not. I've seen guns on lots of whiskey, which is disturbing. Really computers, but I have a technical minor in chemistry. So you're Walter White. You can make drugs. That's all I'm hearing. Bourbonist. I mean, we have a starting point here. Just pick one of these. They all kind of seem the same. I know a big deal is the texture. Like the texture of it, the fact that it can't be all water. There's a good amount of water in whiskey, yes. But the texture has to be distinct. Otherwise, it's just water. The texture is the thing. I like a real good mouthfeel on a whiskey. But if it just tastes like water, or it just feels like water in your mouth, it's the same like, that's water. There's no fun. It's no good. Yeah. All right, we're done with that. Yeah, not bad. But I also have to put this to the test with the other ones. Like, try to do this ginger ale and this stuff. Because I can do it. Like, I like the ginger ale part of it. And since I got the non-sweet kind, the no sugar, no calories ones, I can drink as much as I want, I think. I don't know what too much ginger might do to my system, but again, ginger ale. There's not a hell of a lot of ginger in it. At least I don't think so. Let's find out. What is in ginger ale? All right. Caffeine free upsets me. See, what's this start with? carbonated water. What a surprise. Less than 2% of ginger extract, natural flavors, citric acid, malic acid, sodium citrate, sodium benzoate, calcium disodum, edita, disodum EDTA to protect flavors, aspartame, ascuflame, ACESULFAME, potassium, and the last ingredient is caramel coloring. This has more ingredients than these do. Although the natural flavors thing is still the issue. And this is 7.5 ounces. Perfect size for a beverage. 8 ounces is just insane. I have some tea I might try. I don't think I should. It's got caffeine in it, so I should work into being tired and falling asleep. Not on stream, but it should be something I'm considering very seriously now that we're leaning towards 9 o'clock. Because again, it's Bourbon night. They're dealing with some really bad weather and can't do the live stream, which is why we've done an hour and a half of this right now. We're going strong. I might have a bowl of cereal. I shouldn't. I should not eat anything before bed. Bleh. And I have to go to bed, which I don't like. Why? I don't want to cough on the freaking microphone. Probably not to. I was coughing earlier today. I don't know why. I think it's just because I went outside. I'm allergic to going out on the weekends. I think that's it. What do you think? No? Feel fine now. Oh, this is happening in my eyeballs. Like, I don't want to start feeling tired like this. Not yet. Not now. Ugh. God damn. Oof. See what I mean about doing gaming streams? Like, if my brain is constantly active on stuff in front of me and distracted, I can go for, what, 4 or 5 hours gaming? It's ridiculous. I think part of remembering that I have to get up early tomorrow did not help me in any way, shape, or form. I pretty much know full well I have to get up early. Off food and drink intake, yep. I just brush my teeth before I go to bed. It's like the thing I do before I sleep. So I get up, brush my teeth, immediately go to bed after that. There's no brush my teeth and then go to bed later. So I can brush my teeth and go directly into bed. And then realize I haven't taken the medication I need to take before bed. And then I drink some water, even though I'm not supposed to, because mouthwash says don't drink any water after you use it. Blah. Oy, oy, oy. Excuse me. It's happening. You're watching it happen live. Me get taken over by sleep and weariness. Ugh. I thought I was going to not do this today, but all right. Probably good that it is. The only drawback is when this happens and I get tired early, I fall asleep early. So let's say I fall asleep about 10 o'clock. What's 7 hours later from 10 o'clock? 5 a.m. I had to check. Thus the problem. If I fall asleep early, I wake up obnoxiously early. Like, I want to wake up at 7 or 6:45. Let's change it to 6:45. That's about right. That's exactly 1 hour from when I would leave to get there. I'm still not going to wake up at 6:45. And I realize I don't actually have to change that because the app I use for sleep will wake me up when it knows I'm starting to wake up, which is infuriating. So about half an hour before 7 o'clock, if I start to become, like, for whatever reason, I can tell if I'm starting to wake up a little bit, it'll go off to wake me up before the time I have to wake up, which is awful. Dreadful, one might say. I don't know why I'm thinking about food. I ate dinner. I did. I didn't even need as much. That's the thing. And also, we have fancy water tonight. Look at that. This was a treat. Again, I have to give myself something when I do stuff. In this case, I went out and got milk at the drugstore. I got a couple other things. I got this soda. That was part of it, realizing that this said right on it, ginger ale and 2 ounces or 1.5 ounces of it. Try that. 10 to 5 is general sleep pattern. Cats don't let me go later than 5. Ooh. That sounds awful for Granny. 5 a.m. is not a time people should be awake. Like, don't be awake before the sun. You don't need to be awake before the sun. I like the idea of getting up early enough to see the sun rise. So, you know, you wake up and you just stumble over to the window and you see it happen. You're like, what a beautiful day. And then you go and be miserable for the rest of the day. Gotta go to work, yay. I've done it. It sucks. Papa KillCo in the flesh. Or the digital flesh, anyway. Hello. Welcome. You're late. But we're going long because it's Bourbon Night. It's not going live. So I'm picking up the slack. Although maybe other people are going live too. I don't know. It's a plan for it. I don't know how to plan. I plan to be a mess. Oh, you know what? It is still the weekend. And I was thinking about this. Night turned into day. Dad's been here? Okay. Dad's scrolling. Look out. Welcome, Dad. Hope you're all right. You guys aren't going anywhere, are you? No. If it's Sunday and you're here, then you're not going anywhere. But I'm sure you have stuff to do this week. And I think I'm seeing you guys on Wednesday, if I remember correctly. Bourbon Neophyte is usually up around 4 a.m. Blah. Coffee Vampire. Yeah, that's rough. I like sleeping until it's light. If I had the time, I have a time to get up, and lately it's been 8 or 9. That's like the earliest I want to be awake. And a lot of times I'm in bed, not doing anything until about 9 a.m. when I have to really consider getting out of bed. And oftentimes I won't get out of bed until just before 10. I think that's what happened this morning because I was purposely taking my time and being like, nope. No looking at the phone, no nothing, just lying there. Simple. Simple, relaxing. I should have done some stretches or something, but that would mean I was doing something, which is against the rules. Oy. I'm looking forward to Wednesday. We're going to have snackies. I'm checking my phone. I know I have it in there. I know I do. Remember the Slack? Slack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, do that. Slack it. Slack it good. Contemplating? Not even. Just doing nothing. That's what I'm trying to get more of in my life is just the this. Let's experience it together. I can't do that because obviously I'm doing something. But, just need to relax. You know, I can put this thing down. This thing can tilt, right? Take a moment. Oh, that's right, yeah. Wednesday, I'm getting up early, doing exercise, and then seeing you guys at Anna D's for breakfast. I can't wait. I love going there for breakfast. Yeah, something I'm trying to do when I can get my mind to just stay in my head for a bit. Try to do that before bed, too. Like when I'm trying to fall asleep, there's a way. I have trouble doing that sometimes, especially if I know I have to go to sleep. That doesn't help. I don't know about you guys, but knowing I have to go to sleep to get up early, no. My brain's like, you know what? Let's think about everything in the world and how much we hate things and all the mistakes we made right now. Hold on. We got 30 minutes left, 25 minutes left. Don't go anywhere. I'm not actually leaving. I'm going to walk over there and come back. Stay there. Beetle. We've had our cocktail. We're winding down the evening. The band's slowly fading out. It's the last drink of the evening. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. Ooh. It tastes so much better after that thing. Actually, it tastes different. What the hell? More fruit. This isn't a bad thing. Gotta rinse up my palate. Interference. How dare you? Ugh. It's better. Will be what? This? That yellow. I have a favorite water. It's this. Why? I don't know. I just like how it doesn't taste like much of anything. It's hard to explain. What, the Bureau? I told you. Beetle. Not sponsored. To be clear. Maybe someday, though. Wouldn't that be something? I got to talk to Spider-Man. He's like, oh, I hear you like my beer. I'm like, yes, I do. Thanks, Spider-Man. I mean, Tom Holland. Ooh. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, you know him. He decided he realized he had problems with drinking or alcohol in general. Stopped and ended up making his own non-alcoholic beer. Magic. Me, I just started drinking non-alcoholic weird stuff because I like whiskey. I did okay. Bring the behind the Spider-Man. You're right. Yeah, that'd be weird. I don't even know if that's him. That might have been the first Spider-Man. I'm not sure. This is the more recent one. I don't know which one they did for the first one. I still feel so much lower. I'm not. You can just see more of the screen now, which is great because you see that I have more than a few bottles behind me. But you can see my little starship. You can see welcome to the jank. I kept all the good stuff. You can't see them, but if you see a little bit of green there, that's that stuffed dragon animal thing I have who guards all my whiskey. Still there. Otherwise, who's going to guard it when I'm not here? All right, just read the side of this thing. I'm curious about it. It's going to be the last one. No, not Figment. He's purple. It's just a green dragon I was given as a gift at one point, and I've just kept it. I'm curious about this one. The manufacturing places are being a little weird too. So here, for example, the next one we're going to do, Lyres, L-I-Y-R-E'. American malt. Would you like to know where this is made? Let me show you. Hold on. Manufactured in Australia. Tell Ken, you can have this too. I'm sure he can't wait. Tell him, get him to drink it. It'll be hilarious. It'll be so hilarious. This one is made. What's distribution? Who makes it? Where was it made? Another little bit of information I would like to know. So this one says Chicago, Illinois is this is where it's distributed. I don't know where it's actually made. It's gluten-free, and they certified it for reasons I don't know. Someone decided that would be something to do. Yeah, it doesn't tell me where it's made. I know this one's Kentucky, or at least it should be, because it says Kentucky 74 on it. So if it's not made in Kentucky, I'm going to sue. All right, manufactured for Spiritless Inc., Austin, Texas. But I'm sure it is actually made in Kentucky in some way, shape, or form. Because it says where it's coming from, and it says manufactured for. But it doesn't say where it was manufactured. Although I think they do tell me that it's somewhere in Kentucky. Otherwise, why would they put Kentucky on it? What's the point? Mixed things here. Let's see where we get naked. Where's the nakedness coming from? Vegan, gluten-free, no artificial flavors. Oh, this one's definitely. Oh, wait. Again. Distributed by Alt Distilling, Inc., Louisville, Kentucky. This one's maybe in Louisville. Is that the only one that said exactly where? So it's imported. So we have something that says on it, American malt, imported from Australia. Okay. Last but not least, our little clean friend here. I still wonder what I'm going to use this for. Like, it's very unique from the others, but it seems like it's going in a whole different direction. Manufactured for KillCo, London, UK. This one's also imported, and it's supposed to be mimicking bourbon. Okay. Whiskey alternative. We're in the alternative generation right now. That's where we're at. Living that alt style. But that'll be the last one, at least. So I can, again, just say I have a small selection of non-alcoholic spirits, which that word itself feels weird to say. And make it 5. And I know there are others out there. I just haven't tried them yet. And it would be nice if one was close, but we haven't found it yet. That's what we're doing. We're searching for that gem that can bring the concept and the feel of whiskey back in my life. Unless I'm just like tasting and spitting. Spitting's gross. Gross. Carbonation. Yay. Ah, that's the good stuff. Trying to think what else is coming up this week. More gaming streams will happen. We're punching into the new year with a much more gaming focused thing, but only because it gives me the watch hours. So if all of you want to watch stuff on repeat on my playlists, go ahead. That won't hurt. I have to have 4,000 watch hours per year. And right now we're at less than that. And I can't fix that, but you can. I don't think they're going to demonetize me, but I don't know. I'd rather not find out. But that would just mean getting rid of a few small things that you can work around with the stuff I post in and pin in the chat. That's why it's there, just in case that's going to be a thing. Let's check. Let's look at the statistics. It's something else I want to share more of because you guys, you don't know what's happening. I do. They tell me every week. Like, here are your analytics from last week. I'm like, cool. Why? Why tell me this? It doesn't help. In fact, somehow it makes me feel worse. It should be no surprise that I got a lot more eyeballs on the channel when I was doing the short bit advent calendar, because I was doing a video every day. Short one, but I was doing one. But weirdly enough, the watch time's gone up. And that's got to be because I've been doing these long gaming streams. As long as someone's watching, you know. And as far as, and we got 8 subscribers recently. That's nice. But we got less, what's this word? Less revenue last month. I'm worried about Patrick Greeny. It's like, I haven't seen him just like bombard the channel recently. But it's also the time of year where people are doing stuff and traveling and with family. So hopefully he'll pop in again sometime. And it makes me feel better that he's not dead. Otherwise, he might be. That's all I think about. Let's see. Content's gone up. People have loved the live streams, which has been nice. I haven't figured out a good time, like, to do live streams. I feel like center of the day works because people are just putzing around on their phones during lunch break. But it looks like most of the viewers I have are either after lunch and it's really strong around 7 p.m., which is when I go live usually. Not because of that reason, but it seemed like a great time, and I've since stuck to it for a while. Damn. Oh, steady decline. That's hilarious. I'm looking at the how much I'm earning, and it's showing me the past 6 months. The most was in August, and then September was good. It was less, but it was good. October was good because it was the same as August, which is good. November was less. December was a lot less. But December is also the time when people have spent all their money. And January is the time where they're recuperating from that. And taxes. Speaking of that, Mama KillCo, when do we have to do taxes? When do I need anything about taxes? I need to give it to you. Oh, God. Top searches, mind and mindset. Oh, I'm speaking to the people's brains. That's terrifying. Where's the thing? I'm trying to find the thing that I was talking about to tell you about the amount of time. Here we go. So the 1,000 subscribers is a thing. Appointment late February. Okay, good. It's not for a while. Thank you. I'm sure I have to get some kind of forms. We have 3,872 public watch hours out of 4,000. You need to have 4,000 in 365 days for a year. So they go back pretty far. I don't know when it was updated, but we're leading into the new year. So I got to keep them watch hours going. The other option I have is if I get 10K public short views in the last 90 days. So far, I haven't gotten that much. Doesn't even tell me. It's like a little bit amount. 10K public short views. You can get a lot of people watching your shorts, but not 10,000 and not easily. But if I do them more often, maybe. And the other thing we get when we hit 1,000 subscribers and keep them watch hours high is ad revenue from just the live streams and videos, and then shorts. Apparently shorts have advertisement now, which is cool. Get a fish tank, fish cam all day, just saying. Yeah, it's an option. There's a ferret cam. Yeah, but I think so far that what works best for me is just gaming. As long as there's a couple people in there watching and enjoying things, that's great. And even if they're not, I am very good at talking to myself. But that doesn't get me watch hours. Unless I watch myself. But that might be cheating. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. Technically, I'm watching the channel now. But that's because I have to see chat. So. And I don't think I count. Because I'm watching things in the studio. So what I'm seeing is a delayed version of myself. Because time is weird and so is streaming. And yeah, it's showing me how the stream's doing. There are 7 concurrent viewers. This is all stuff you don't see. I'm just explaining to you the magic. The settings are fine. Viewer activity. Ah, that's the super chats and stuff. Stream health. Excellent. Love to see it. Shopping. Product drop. I don't know what that is. I'm going to ignore that for now. But you can still buy shirts and stuff. Teespring has them. I just don't talk about them much. You're right, there we go. Cat bots to work on that. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Cat bots. I like that. It works, man. Whatever way you do it, man, it's got to work. It's a weird way to do things. But I do like making the videos and making the streams for everyone. It's just the YouTube overlords doing their thing. Looking at me funny, being like, hey, where are those watch hours, punk? Oh, God, leave me alone. Let me keep my super chats, please. Wild. I know a big problem has been I haven't been able to do any raffle streams except for November. That's the last sort of big raffle I did because That was the same thing I do every month or every year on November. We try to raise funds, and we do it. You guys do it. I just kind of ask, help, and you help. It's amazing. But I haven't been able to do any giveaways with like sample packs because unfortunately a lot of whiskey people have filtered out because I'm not doing whiskey stuff anymore. And what I am trying to do is ways wellness about whiskey. We all know alcohol is a carcinogen. The science and the math are coming out being like, hey, about that thing you drink all the time. And if nothing else, the one good thing I like to think I'm doing is bringing attention to the health you need to keep and check on your liver, especially if you love whiskey. If you love whiskey, you got to love your liver. If you don't love your liver, you're not going to be able to drink any whiskey. I'm okay with my liver at the moment, but we'll find out more about that in February. I'll keep everyone posted. But that's just because I'm going to see my nurse practitioner person for a basic physical again. You got to check on the cholesterol levels. Yay. Cholesterol levels, and check out the levels on my liver. So there's some blood work they have to do for that. I hate blood work. Ugh, just thinking about it. Ugh. Immediately cross my arms because I don't like it. No. But I should get that done sometime soon. Likely before the appointment, of course, but ugh. So much fun. Getting old is great. I'm going to be 45 this year. Don't like that. I was just getting used to being 40. What happened? Hell, I was just getting used to being 30. What happened? How did this happen? The good thing is this is year 6 of the YouTube channel. So, and there's been a big drastic change. Not because I wanted it to be, it just is. But I think it was a good thing. Let me take things easy as far as video content goes and be able to put more effort into the videos I'm doing and a little more, I don't want to say artistic style, but you'll see. There is some videography in me to make things. It's just not easy to do because it requires planning and thinking, and it's exhausting. Ugh. Excuse me, it's happening. The weariness is just dragging me down. What the heck? I'm dying. You know what I could do? If it weren't for the fact that I work here all the time and I'm sitting at this desk all the time, I could just put a whiskey cam. So I could put a camera over there, pointed at my bottles, and that would be the stream. That's it. Just looking at my whiskey bottles. I could do that as like a joke. One stream that I do, I'm just not here. I just start the stream, leave it. All you get is this. There you go. I think people would watch this, yeah? Maybe? No? Good night, Mama KillCo. Sweet dreams. I'd have to take away all the fluff. Like all this here and that over there would have to go. Actually, I might keep that to keep the idea of the month. Self-love, people. Love yourself. It's another important part to mention with this month being what it is. You got to take care of yourself, especially when it comes to alcohol. And I hate to be the guy saying that, but because people don't want to hear it, but it's true. And my latest thing, hello. And I want other people to think this too, because it's not a bad thing to think, is what does your best self look like? Well, I don't know what the best self looks like, but apparently my best self exercises 2 to 3 times a week. Sees a nutritionist once a week, goes to physical therapy twice a week, and does not drink alcohol. However, I'm still not there. I don't feel like I've seen my best self physically, mentally. That's going to be a work for the rest of my life. So I don't know that's going to be where I want it to be. but it's better than it has been before. And I want all of you to think that too. Question, what does your best self look like? Physically is the one I'm going for. Is I want to look the best shape I can for the age I am. The best shape I can be for my life. I've never been in good shape. I'm trying to get there. See what that looks like. I'm curious to see what that looks like. And the only way to do that is by doing a lot of other stuff. So love yourself, take care of yourself, do the best for yourself, even if you're not always at your best. I'm never at my best, so like do your best. I can't. I can't even do that. What I can do is try to get out of bed, try to make myself food, get some caffeine in me, start the day, go do the things I'm supposed to do, and keep it to the things I can do. That's the important part too. I do not do this. Cannot do what other people do. I've tried. Doesn't work. Keep showing up. Yeah. I keep showing up here. I keep showing up out there. I can do the thing that makes me feel ridiculous. You want to see it? All right. I apologize in advance. Ow, that hurts. Ugh. I don't know what that looked like. But I know what it can look like. But I couldn't do that before. I'm a strong man now. God, that's exhausting. Like doing that. Thankfully, I don't have any vanity. I wish. I'm the type to say that's not enough. There's never enough. It is a gun channel now. Don't tell YouTube. I'd be like, hey. But I need more here, especially here. This whole area is a mess. This side is all weaker. This side is okay. I'm still getting used to this. Like, you can't tell. I'm not going to, like... but there is musculature here now, and it's very odd. I'm not used to it. So again, seeing what my best self looks like. My best self has muscles. And, here's the thing. Here's the last bit of little drama. And it's important for Love Yourself Month. I can't take my shirt off around people. I feel gross. I don't like the look. I don't feel good about myself physically. There's a lot of hair right here. But I would like to someday get to the point where I can do something like go to the beach and stay in the shade, but I can take my shirt off and be in swim trunks and not feel as gross as I do about my physical appearance. We're getting there. I feel a little better about it now. It certainly looks better than it ever has right now. But we still have to go further, and that's kind of the idea of what does my best self look like. And that best self would be able to do that without feeling the way I do when I take my shirt off. It's silly. A lot of big guys can just take the shirt off without issue, but that's not me. So there you go. Now you know the end goal for this channel. Be my best self. You be your best self. I'll be here. We'll be back. More non-alcoholic things, more mental musings, and more gamings in the future. Welcome to 2025. And as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.